Hello, dear lords. I'm Will from RK1MT. As we all know, we've been working for a more logical and fair gaming environment. Finally, in the upcoming new version, we're bringing you huge optimizations, specifically the new battle logic. Let's take a look at a simple diagram to understand the new battle logic. From this picture, it's not difficult to see that the new battle logic is based on the shieldman pairing with other different troop types to create counter relationships. That is to say, shieldman plus archers counter shieldman plus spearmen. Shieldman plus spearmen counters shieldman plus cavalry. Shieldman plus cavalry counter shieldman plus archers. War machines will now play an extremely powerful role in siege battles as well. Let's take a look at the effects of the new battle logic in actual battles. We're going to arrange 13 battles of varying types with different troop types to help you to understand this new logic. All attributes in these tests are set to around 400. Please note, battle results to some extent will be slightly affected due to the differences in attributes. First of all, let's take a look at this group, archers and spearmen. First, we attack 200k infantry with 200k archers without any heroes. The battle report on the left is the result before modification of the battle logic, and the battle report on the right is the result after modification. Apparently, it can be seen from the battle report that before the modifications, archers with the same level, amount, and attributes could not defeat the infantry with the same basic stats. After the battle logic modifications were applied, the dispatch size was still 200k, 50k T10 shieldmen plus 150k T11 archers, which could easily defeat the 200k T11 spearmen. This is what we call a brand new counter relationship. Archers can now counter spearmen. Next, let's try to see if this battle logic still holds true in the presence of heroes. Here, we chose two powerful heroes for the archer dispatch, Kenoa and Mori Istar. And we already set two powerful heroes for the infantry dispatch, Gideon and the Faceless Knight. Similarly, we still set the dispatch size at 200k. Okay, the battle is over. Let's take a look at the battle report. It can be seen that even with heroes, shieldmen plus archers still defeated the infantry of the same amount. So that about covers archers' newfound ability to counter spearmen. Let's move on. Now, let's have a look at another group, spearmen and cavalry. First of all, without any heroes, we use 200k T11 spearmen against 230k T11 cavalry. Similar to the last time, the battle report on the left is the result before modification, and the one on the right is the result after modification. It can be seen from the battle report that before the modification, once the number of infantry was slightly inferior, they could not defeat the cavalry. However, under the new battle logic, when the total number is still 200k, 50k T10 shieldmen plus 150k T11 spearmen, they can easily defeat 230k cavalry. This is a brand new counter relationship. Spearmen now counter cavalry. Next, let's try to see if this battle logic holds up in the presence of heroes. Here, we chose two powerful heroes for the infantry dispatch, Gideon and the Faceless Knight, as well as two powerful heroes for the cavalry dispatch that we set up already, Kaven and Ryanga. Similarly, we set a dispatch size of 200k infantry and 230k for cavalry. Okay, the battle is over. Let's take a look at the battle report. The results are obvious. With heroes, the new battle logic allows the infantry to readily defeat the cavalry, which are superior in number. Thus, we have a new counter relationship between spearmen and cavalry. Let's move on. Archers now counter spearmen, and spearmen counter cavalry. Are cavalry the weakest troop type now? Of course not. Let me explain how cavalry counters other troop types under the new battle logic. First of all, with no hero, we use 150k T11 cavalry to challenge 200k T11 archers. The results are obvious. Under the old battle logic, 150k cavalry cannot defeat 200k archers of the same level. However, under the new battle logic, with a total troop number of 150k, the results have changed. We use 50k T10 shieldmen plus 100k T11 cavalry, and we can successfully defeat 200k T11 archers. So cavalry can counter archers in this new pairing relationship. Let's see how this goes with heroes. Here, we chose two powerful heroes for the cavalry dispatch, Adoring and Kaven, as well as two powerful heroes for the archer dispatch that we set up already, Mori Istar and Aritra. Similar to the other experiments, we set the dispatch size for cavalry at 150k with 200k archers on the other side. Okay, the battle is over. Let's take a look at the battle report. The results are super clear. With heroes, the new battle logic still allows the cavalry to readily defeat the archers, even when they outnumber the cavalry dispatch by 50k. So that's a whole bunch about how cavalry now counters archers. Let's move on. Finally, let's talk about a special unit, War Machines. Don't worry, even though they're not paired up to counter another troop type, they still absolutely kill it in siege combat. Let's go straight to the actual combat session and see how powerful War Machines are under the new battle logic. Now, we set the dispatch size for War Machines at 200k, including 50k T11 rams and 150k catapults. On the opposing side, we put another 200k T11 archers in a defensive castle. As with the other examples, the battle report on the left is the result before modification, and the one on the right is the result after modification. It can be clearly seen that in the old battle logic, that the War Machine dispatch failed to win the siege. However, under the new battle logic, the War Machines won the day. The reason for this is very simple. We now grant the War Machines an extra damage bonus during siege. Okay, all four new battle logic systems have been demonstrated. Let's review them once again. As can be seen from the picture, the new battle logic resembles the old childhood game, rock, paper, scissors, with a triangular set of counter relationships. Shieldman plus archers counter shieldman plus spearman. Shieldman plus spearman counter shieldman plus cavalry. Shieldman plus cavalry counter shieldman plus archers. With the new battle logic, each troop type has its own advantages and disadvantages, forming a balanced cycle. This cycle also allows ROK to have a stronger strategic and fairer battle environment. I know you may have a lot of things you don't understand at this time. It's okay. We have more detailed content in the ROK forum and Discord waiting for you. At the same time, we have a dedicated channel on the official Discord, Battle Logic Changes. We welcome all of our lords to the channel to start a discussion on the new battle logic. Come to ROK's official Discord and exchange your experience with players from all over the world to learn from each other and become comrades. In the next ROK workshop, we will specifically introduce you to the ROK team to help our lords quickly adapt to the new battle logic, upcoming events, and new troop skills. Keywords: free troop conversion, rise of troops, OP heroes in current version, volley skill, and pike war skill. That's it for today's ROK workshop. If you have any questions about the new battle logic or the new update, you're welcome to leave a message and tell us below. We'll be back soon. Until then, adios.